Hey guys, welcome to episode 19 of Live with Lewis. I'm Matthew Lewis, and here we have Paige Odem.
Hi.
She owns Frankie's Plaza, Elliots Pizzeria. Just check her out. Roll the intro. Paige,
Hi.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, as everyone knows, I say this every time. I need to stop saying it.
Yeah.
Where did you grow up?
Well, I am actually from Bath County.
Okay.
I've lived in Bath County my entire life.
Really?
Still live there. I'm about a mile and a half from Elliots Pizza.
Okay.
Down the road in Midland, actually. So right behind Shorty's. You know
Oh,
where Shorty's
really?
is? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've lived there my whole life.
Really?
Yes, my entire life. So
Yeah.
Still there. When my husband and I met and got married, we ended up actually moving where I lived. So.
Yeah, that's like it. It's like
we didn't go far.
Yeah, it's like my house here. I've lived here for like 17, 18 years.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's hard to leave once you're there. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
Like you
yeah.
plant your roots and they just spread.
Yeah, so I guess you went to high school in Bath
I
County.
did. I graduated from Bath County in 2011.
2011?
Yeah, and then I went to Morehead State in 2011
Okay.
and graduated from Morehead State in 2016.
That's the year I graduated high school.
Oh,
So whenever you went to college, what'd you major in?
I was a criminology major.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I actually went to college to be, my ultimate goal was to be in the FBI.
Yeah.
And funny story, in 2000 and I guess it would have been 16, the year I graduated, it was the end of that year. I actually was in contact with a recruiter from the
Really?
FBI. Yeah, and he told me that I didn't have enough experience.
How do you get experience?
Well, that's
fresh out of college.
literally what I said. I was like, I'm trying though. Like, if you will hire me, then I will have the experience. They wanted like 5 years, I think, of like consistent work history, like
Yeah.
one place, like
Okay.
3 years at one place and 2 at another didn't count.
Right.
So I didn't have that. Obviously, I was
Yeah.
young. I just graduated. I had experience in like probation and parole and other things that I had kind of done like practicums in or
Yeah.
whatever, but nothing of that sort. So yeah, I had to kind of seek other avenues and try to get
Yeah.
other types of jobs. And I ended up going to work at social services in Mount Sterling and worked there for a
Okay.
bit. And that's around the time that my husband and I met.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what made you want to join the FBI? I mean, obviously, I feel like that's every kid's dream. You know, you want to join the FBI,
I just, my dad was a cop. He's a retired cop.
Yeah.
It's just kind of always been in our family. And I don't know, I just kind of enjoyed all that, you know, CSI
Yeah.
and Law and Order and especially after I went to college and like learned more
Right.
about it, of course. And it became something that I thought I would be good at and felt good at.
Yeah.
And it never happened.
Yeah.
Or it hasn't
I mean,
happened yet. I
you
guess
got
I'm
like
still.
you got super close.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Crazy. I've heard of everybody. Yeah, I want to be in the FBI. I'd be like, you were like that close.
Oh yeah, like, they called me and I was like, hello, and he was like, this is so and so with the Federal Bureau, and I'm like,
I didn't do it.
I swear it wasn't me.
Yeah.
It was her. No.
Yeah. Wow, that's wild.
It is.
Somebody
It's
from
crazy.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
Somebody from Bath
It
County,
was like the
Kentucky.
Louisville branch too. There was a job posted about like a field detective,
Yeah.
and that's what I had applied for. I just applied because I thought, well, we'll see
Yeah.
what happens. And then they really called.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh crap.
I guess I never thought. I thought that like the FBI was just like out of Washington. I never
Yep.
thought that the FBI
No, they have
would
different
be.
branches.
That
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah.
That makes
They're
sense.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. The little guy on my phone, you know.
Yeah,
heard
they're
that.
probably listening to us now.
Exactly. Hire her.
Yeah, please.
So you said you worked social services?
I did, yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
around the time my husband and I met, and we went to school together.
okay.
He graduated in I think 2007, so he's a little
2007.
older than me.
Yeah.
But we've always known each other.
Yeah.
And we got married in 2018,
Okay.
and that's the same year that we bought the bar.
Hey.
Yeah, everything happened extremely quickly.
Right.
Yeah, we got married in August of 2018, and we bought the bar in October of 2018.
What day in August did you get married?
August the 11th. Gosh, I was like, wait a minute, I don't know. You put me on the spot.
My birthday's the 8th.
Oh, close.
He's close.
Close. Yeah.
I thought maybe.
Well, our original date was 8/18.
Yeah.
Or 8/8/18.
Yeah.
But they didn't have that date available.
Yeah.
So we had to do 8/11.
I was born 8/8/98.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so-
98. Wow.
Yeah, it would all work. So after the social services thing,
Lord.
what was your avenue after that? What'd you kind of do?
I actually left that job too by the bar.
Really?
Yes.
So you worked there for
A little bit.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
2 years, I think.
Almost.
Yeah.
And
awesome.
I left there because my parents actually owned the bar prior,
Okay.
and they had it for like almost 20 years.
Yeah.
So long time. And Frankie's is actually, that's my mom. That's her name,
Oh,
Frances, but
really?
they call her Frankie. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's where that came from.
Yeah.
And they were just kind of just done. They were ready to retire and quit
Yeah.
and didn't really want to do it anymore. And 20 years in that industry
Yeah.
it's tough.
Yeah.
So we weren't like essentially interested in it at first, and then it was like kind of hard to not
Exactly.
take it, just because
It was your family.
yeah, it's a family thing. Yeah. So it's hard to let go. So we approached them, my parents, about what if we buy it?
Yeah.
And they were like, "Do you have the money?" And we were like, "No."
The bank does.
Yeah, we got kids who
Yeah.
have just got married. Of course, we don't have it. So anyway, that kind of worked itself out, and we bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah, in October. It was homecoming weekend.
So
October.
that's a good weekend
Yeah,
to buy.
October 2018, and it
Yeah.
was literally like that first opening weekend for us. Our
Yeah.
first opening weekend was insane. There
Yeah, it
was
was
like
slammed.
600 people,
Yeah.
like 400 inside, 200 at the door waiting to get in. It was I was like, what have
Yeah.
we got ours? It's different. It's different when you're there, like
Yeah.
with the crowd experiencing it. It's from when you're in, like, you actually own it.
Yeah.
You have to worry about those 200 people that
Exactly.
are outside and the four that are in.
These people are a liability.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
and it's a lot of stress, and you worry about that. But that's where it started, the bar.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what year did the bar open? Do you know?
Late 80s.
Late 80s.
Mhm.
Golly.
Yeah, it's been there for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we was talking before, it's like it's a family thing.
It is.
you
It
know?
is for
I'm
me
sure
now.
my mom and dad went to Frankie's.
Yes,
And
I meet a lot of people your age, my age as well,
Yeah.
that are like, my parents used to go there, or
Yeah.
my papa goes.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So what's kind of the process? I talked a lot, like I told you last week. I had Jacob Petey on.
Yeah.
What's kind of the process? I've always wanted. I wanted to open a whenever I
Yeah.
first graduated. I'm like, I want to open a bar.
Yeah, for sure.
But what kind of is the process of opening a bar?
It's not difficult. I mean, you just have to apply for your licenses, and have, like, ABC has to come in and inspect and
Yeah.
make sure everything's up to code, and so on and so forth. And you have to have just that essentially is the most important thing, is the licenses. Because once you have that, once you're approved for that, I mean, you're pretty much set.
Yeah.
If that's all you want to do, if alcohol is the only thing that's involved, then, but other than that, I mean, that's really it. You just got to have like good advertising, I think. I think that comes into play with it, and just open and hope for the best.
Yeah. I mean, it's Frankie's though. Like that's all the advertisement you need.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
We've been fortunate in that it was already turnkey, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying, and established. So for us, it was, and I'm sure for Jacob, it was a little different because they were opening from
Fresh.
nothing. Yeah,
Right.
from fresh. So
Yeah.
for us, it was already established.
Right.
So I mean, that's a little different as far as, we were fortunate in having that,
Yeah.
and it made it a lot easier for us,
Yeah.
for sure.
So I've always wondered, how hard is it to like get guests and stuff like that?
What do you mean, like
scheduling wise?
like artists?
Yeah.
Oh, well, again, for us, I think too that
Okay.
they had already had, we do a schedule, which is like every 6 weeks.
Oh, okay.
So we have a lot of people that come into play that are on a 6-week rotation. Now, there could be, like, we have Dylan Carmichael getting ready to come up with Rye Davis. And we've had the Steel Drivers there, Corey Smith.
Yeah.
And we like to throw in occasionally like a bigger act.
Yeah.
49 Winchester's coming up, which they're really big. I don't know if you've listened to them. Yeah, but they're
I'm
like
coming that night.
okay, yes.
I'll be there.
And
Dylan Carmichael, I'll be there too.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
We try to throw stuff like that in occasionally because I think it helps for the people that maybe would have never came otherwise. They're like, oh, look who's playing now. Let's go see him. And for us, though, the scheduling and with the artists and stuff has been relatively easy, just because there's been that 20 years of, saying, a relationship.
Yeah.
And we have a really good relationship with a lot of our bands as well.
Yeah.
Like I went on a cruise with George Moten. I mean, we some of them come back and spend the night at our house because they don't have anywhere else to go.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Just stuff like that, I think helps to build that relationship.
Yeah.
So
That's
awesome. I think that's the easy part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's kind of turn the tables a little bit. Do you have any children?
I have one.
You have one child.
Yeah, and
you have one child.
I have one children.
Yeah.
His name is Elliot.
Elliot.
Yeah. And
that might be where the pizza name
that's
came
where
from.
the pizza name came from. Yeah.
That's sweet.
He's 3 years old. He'll be 4 in June, and he is rotten. He's a bully,
No way.
and he's wild and crazy and runs around and has dinosaurs everywhere and
Yeah.
T-Rexes and Spider-Man and Hulk. That's what my day consists of most days.
Yeah. See, I was an only child.
Yeah.
But I just all the way through, I was an only child, and it was all right.
Yeah,
It
that
wasn't
may be
bad.
the case for him. We'll see.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
might be on his own too.
Right. So, with the Elliots Pizzeria thing,
Mhm.
what made you want to open a pizzeria?
Oh, well, it's funny. We were actually driving down the road. I was pregnant with
Yeah.
Elliot.
Okay.
We were driving down the road one day and we live, like I said, Salt Lick.
Yeah.
And there's nothing there.
Yeah.
And we were talking about how there like needed to be something pizza related because pizza, everybody likes pizza.
Yeah.
And no one like delivers in Salt Lake. And we were like, we could always do delivery. And we just so happened to drive by the place.
What was in that building before? I've never seen.
It's been empty for a long time.
Yeah, because
many
I've
years.
never seen anything.
It used to be Crossroads Diner, and then it was Beachway Diner at one point. That's been years ago, and it was kind of like a country style, like fried food. You would go there after you left the bar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Grab
Yeah.
something greasy so
Yeah.
you would sober up a little bit.
Yeah, right.
But that's what it was before. But it said empty for a while.
Yeah.
I'm not even quite sure how long. Many years.
Yeah.
10 plus.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when we originally went in to like consider, because it was about to fall down.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't even honestly know how it was standing. And the people who came in to like do our blueprints and stuff, they were like, I don't know how this is. They thought we were crazy, which I did too there for a minute. I was like, wait, maybe we should reconsider.
Yeah.
But when we went in, like the roof, well, there was no, like only half of it had a roof.
Yeah.
And the other side was raining. So it had been raining for like 10 plus years on the inside. Like It was so bad. And when we first went in, I was like, I don't know that we should probably not do this.
Yeah.
Because it was just a lot. But we did it. We went in and we done it, and it took years for us to finish it.
Yeah, I remember it first opened. I'm like, there's gonna be a pizza place.
Yeah, it took us. That was in 2019.
Yeah.
So we just opened in summer of 2022. So I mean, it took a little while for us to get it going. But to be honest, like we didn't go to like a bank and finance it. We took what extra money we had, pocket money, and bought a piece of lumber.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's how we did it, and that was. We didn't realize it was going to take so long, but it's done though. It's done though, right?
Yeah.
And that's how I kind of look at it, and it's.
I feel like it'd mean more to me.
Like I think it does, and especially like when we decided to name it Elliots.
Yeah.
That really put a lot of pressure. You know what I'm saying? Because what if people don't like it, they're walking around, they're like, Elliot sucks. And that's your kid's name. And you're like, dang, I should have named it that. I should have changed it.
Yeah. But we actually haven't ate there yet. We were talking about this on the way back. We're definitely going to come.
See your truck out there.
Yeah. More
details. A lot of people that I guess you work with, they're there all the time because I see the trucks all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. They go get lunch there and everything like that.
Yeah.
So whose idea was it kind of to keep the ball rolling, you or your husband? The whole pizza, or was it?
It was both of ours. Yeah. I mean, I have to give him credit as well, although he's not here. He's definitely a part of all of it.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of things behind the scenes that go on that I don't think people realize. Like ordering and inventory, and same with the bar.
Yeah, I talked to Jacob about that.
That's a lot of That's a lot of what people don't understand is that you have to kind of realize, you have to know, and at first you don't know. You just kind of have to ride it. Like with Elliott's, when we first opened, we were open 2 days and had to close. Because we ran out of cheese. And we bought like 90 pounds of cheese.
Yeah.
I mean, who would have thought? You know what I'm saying? But
90 pounds of cheese. Golly, that's a lot of cheese.
It was insane.
Yeah.
I literally accused my husband of eating it. I'm like, someone's either like putting it in their pocket or you're throwing it away. Like there's no way possible that we went through 90 pounds of cheese. But we did.
2 days.
In 2 days.
Wow. Yeah. I'm sure it's like everything else around here though. Like the first first week, it's lined up out the door.
Yeah, it's new. People want to try it.
Yeah.
After a while, that fizzled out. You know what I'm saying? You keep a lot of those people, but some straggle in later.
Exactly. So do you think it hurts you, or do you think it's more positive, like the location of it?
I think it's that's a good question actually, because I don't know that we've been there long enough to really to know.
Okay.
For the simple fact that like summertime is obviously
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. But like when we opened in the summer, so obviously it was busier then because we just first opened.
Yeah, and it was summer.
Right? We have slowed down now, but I think that's because of the time of year.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm not sure if that's something that will always affect it. I think probably so, but But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll just have to find
I'll
out.
answer that question later.
Yeah. So other than running the bar
Mhm.
and the pizza, do you
Yeah.
have any other kind of
No,
business
that's
interests?
enough.
That's it? Do you have any hobbies?
That's it. I mean, just the pizza shop and the bar and my son.
Yeah.
I don't really have time for much else, although I wish I did. But
Right.
maybe one day we'll see.
Yeah.
We might. We've talked about like adding other businesses, like the bar, maybe expanding it somewhere else, and
Yeah.
pizza shop as well. Maybe a different location somewhere else. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's too soon to tell. We'll
Right.
see. I
You
mean,
you could serve pizza in the bar.
yeah. Well, we do. We have a lot of food trucks that come.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you?
I
Okay.
like to kind of. We have a lot of local food trucks, like
Yeah.
Reno's. Their food trucks come. We have a lot of Lexington food trucks that come, but I like to outsource
Yeah.
that because I
You ain't
just
gotta worry about it.
exactly. But I also think that you get to expand other people's.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That are here, like they get a chance to try that and
Yeah.
have that. And
That's sweet. That's
so
like
yeah,
it's like my wife. She ate at the local taco up there,
I love the local taco.
and we're supposed to be getting one, and she said that it was good.
Yeah, I've heard that in downtown.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
right
can't
next to
wait.
Squally's.
Yes, I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
My manager at the bar, her name's Ashlyn. Shout out to Ashlyn. She loves, like, literally you can't go to Lexington without her eating it. She drives
Really?
me nuts. She will literally keep them in business.
Yeah. So I asked this question for everybody: if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
Oh no. Oh. I love Kentucky. I
Yeah.
mean, I love when I was a kid, we traveled a lot.
Yeah.
We went on a lot of cruises and went on a lot of vacations, and like I've been a lot of different places, and I could never wait to get back home.
Right.
Like I always enjoyed and it's not that I didn't want to go, and I
Right.
loved the ocean and wherever we went, but it was always exciting for me to come back too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know that I would honestly live anywhere but here.
Yeah.
Maybe not Salt Lake, but
Yeah.
you know, the state in itself. Like I
Yeah.
like Kentucky. I think I don't know. That's
See,
a
I feel
hard.
like I'm in the same boat. I think. See,
Yeah.
I haven't been on very many vacations though,
Yeah.
but I feel like I'm in the same boat.
Yeah.
I like it
It's
here.
hard to leave. Like it's just I like the people here.
Yeah.
Everybody's friendly. Like I've been a lot of places where people aren't so friendly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
like, do you really want to be here and stay here?
Yeah.
And
Live there.
exactly all
Yeah.
the time because those are the people that you kind of interact with. So I don't know. I think Kentucky's
Yeah,
it's
the
a cool
place to
place.
be. So, what else you got coming up at Frankie's?
Oh, let's see. We got this weekend coming up is Kyle Fields and I think Moonlight Mile. Kyle Fields is Saturday, Moonlight Mile is Friday. We've got Dylan Carmichael with Rod Davis coming up, 49 Winchester.
Yeah.
Working on some other bigger stuff coming out too. I can't like when
Can't
you,
drop. Yeah,
you
I can't drop it.
Well, they won't let you. Like their
Oh, yeah.
agents won't let you. Their management,
Really?
yeah, like you have to sign a contract,
You
and
have to sign like
yeah,
an NDA.
yeah, and it's like you agree upon like what date that you can
Yeah.
release
Wonder why.
I don't know. I
I
guess
figured
maybe
you'd want to know as much time as possible.
exactly. That's what I would think too. But no, unfortunately. But we have some bigger stuff coming up.
Oh,
And
exciting!
I'm excited. I wish I
Yeah.
could tell. And I have to stop because I will tell.
Yeah, right. So I'm happy Frankie's is still open.
Thanks. Yeah.
I love Frankie's.
Yeah, I do too. It's like I said, it was rough there for a while, but like 2020 was hard, COVID.
Yeah.
And we were shut down for 4 months.
So how did that work? Like, wasn't you allowed to like have so many people, or
If you served food.
if you served
And then
food?
we did.
Yeah.
Because we have a food license. Because
Right.
we intend to maybe potentially sell food in the future.
Yeah.
But we have a food license, so if we ever decide we want to, we can.
Exactly.
We don't often use it, but during
Yeah.
that time we did.
Yeah, I mean, you had to.
Yeah, we had to.
Keep money.
So
Keep
we
money
served
flowing.
food and we could stay open.
Yeah.
But we had to like shut down for the 4 months. Like there was no choice.
Right.
And then we got to reopen and then we had to shut down another 2 months.
Really?
Yeah.
So why'd you have to shut down the other 2 months?
Well, because Andy
They
was
said
here.
they said so.
said-
Gotcha.
said don't open. So we
Yeah.
did.
So and that probably put a damper on
it
Elliots
was
Pizza too, didn't it?
Oh yeah, we didn't do any work to
Yeah.
that in 2020 at all. None. Just because of the uncertainty. You know,
Yeah.
like I wasn't gonna put money into something that when my other business wasn't making any money.
Exactly.
You know
You
what I mean?
couldn't.
No, and it was kind of scary, really.
Yeah.
'Cause I didn't know what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Expect with both businesses. Because
Right.
you know, small business owners, like they're people think that we're just like rolling in dough, but
Yeah.
that's not the case.
No, can't be.
No.
And yeah.
You have to save and there's times when each business you have slower seasons and you have
Yeah.
to during your busier seasons you have to save for the slower seasons, you know.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that comes with it. And it's not what everybody thinks it is, but Most of the time it's fun.
Yeah. You get to wake up and do whatever you want, right?
Yeah, exactly. Every day, over and over again.
Yeah. Well, this has been fun.
Thanks.
I really appreciate you
Thanks.
coming on.
I appreciate you having me.
Guys, just make sure you go check out Elliots Pizza and just check out Frankie's 21 and up.
Yeah,
21 and up.
that's right.
But just make sure you subscribe to Live with Lewis if you want to see more small town guests. Thank you.